a key ally of the BJP in Uttar Pradesh, Union Minister as well. Anupriya Patel, your thoughts, your first thoughts on these exit polls and you know, which way they're headed?
I'm not surprised. I always said it since the very beginning that NDA will make a grand comeback in Uttar Pradesh, and the exit polls today are talking the same. So I was always very confident, and I see the same happening.
Right. Anupriya ji, thank you so much for joining us. Srinivasan here. Now, you know, it's interesting because if one looked at the way that Akhilesh had built a coalition this time, unlike last time, he took along with him a lot of smaller parties that represented different OBC social groups, including, in fact, the breakaway of your own party, the Apna Dal. Your mother, who heads this, you know, the other faction, the Kamriyawadi faction of the Apna Dal, is with Akhilesh. Your sister is with him. Were you at all concerned? I mean, again, because these are exit polls, these are not the actual results. Is there some concern that there could be a split?
True, I agree. These are exit polls. No, I was never worried because, in fact, I was always confident. See, this is democracy. Political parties who are in the fray, they will try to stitch some of the other alliance, and people experiment because everybody wants to get that power in the state, and UP is politically crucial state. So Akhilesh ji has been experimenting a lot over the past few elections. In 2017, he forged an alliance with the Congress party. In 2019, SP and BSP came together. So I would say that this was another experiment, and there is no harm in making these, you know, trying your hand at these new kinds of experiments. So he tried to create this new kind of a umbrella or a group of different smaller parties. However, I was always confident that the way in the past 5 years we have been able to set UP on a path of development, the way we have delivered the benefits of various pro-poor welfare schemes, we will be able to make a comeback to the state once again. And like I said before, I am not surprised, so I am not, and I see the same happening.
But Anupriya ji, hi, good evening, Sanket here. My question to you, Anupriya ji, is what gives you the confidence that Akhilesh Yadav's caste arithmetic will not work and the NDA's arithmetic will work? Because am I to assume you are saying that Purvanchal is done with caste-based politics in just a matter of 5 years? Because that seems very unreal.
Let me just, no. I have never made a comment like caste equations don't matter at all. Caste arithmetic matters. It is the reality of our social fabric. And let me put things differently. OBCs constitute 50%, a sizable population of Uttar Pradesh. Now look at the pro-poor welfare schemes which the NDA government has run in the past 5 years. Today we see the benefits reaching a large number of voters in the state. Now where are these voters coming from? They definitely are a part of that big OBC chunk who have benefited out of these schemes. So there has been a change which has come in the ease of living or in the quality of life of a common voter of Uttar Pradesh, who could be an SC, who could be an ST, who could be an OBC, or who could be somebody from a general caste but poor. So it's everybody who has benefited, and today's voter is aspirational. They watch the government performance with rapt attention.
Yeah. Because Anupriya ji, because you're talking about you know, the various schemes, etc., and you're absolutely right. I think for a lot of people, the schemes that the BJP government at the centre has sort of launched have resonated with voters, and possibly really with women voters in particular this time. How do you, however, look at the way the campaign was run despite that? Because if the entire vote was about Yogi Adityanath and the BJP's governance record, do you think it was necessary to, you know, get the discourse to fall again, you know, about talking about 80%, 20%, Kabristan, Shamshan and all the rest of it? There was so much dog whistle politics that played out in this campaign. Was that necessary then?
I think that's the sad part of politics today across the country. Everywhere it's happening. Every party tries to set a narrative, which is what the SP-led alliance or the BJP was also doing. My party, insofar as Apna Dal is concerned, I can only have my say or my role in what narrative my party wants to set. And I think we only try to speak about the issues related to social justice. We try to speak about the good work which the government has done in the past 5 years, which has led to a positive change in the lives of people. I'm really nobody to govern the kind of narrative which the bigger political party would set. But overall, let's come to the reality. People really want delivery, last mile delivery. People want a change in their life. We have been instrumental in bringing that change, and that is the reason why the common voter of Uttar Pradesh has again reposed its faith in the NDA alliance.
So government. While again, there's no doubt when it came to things like free rations, infrastructure projects like highways and all of that, there's quite a lot that the BJP government has to show. But when you look at actual income transformation, when you look at job creation, we met vast scores of people, including from, as you mentioned, these OBC groups, who said that unemployment was a big problem. And if you look at the numbers as well, Uttar Pradesh is at the bottom when it comes to health. Even now, it's at the bottom. When it comes to the Niti Aayog's multidimensional poverty index, it's third from the bottom. So there are serious problems.
Okay,
it's not
so
as if
is it
everything
something
is
I
transformed.
Yes, I wouldn't deny that employment generation is a serious issue. I wouldn't deny that the health infrastructure needs much more upgradation and addition in a large state like Uttar Pradesh, which has a population close to, say, about 23 crores. But tell me something, the poor health infrastructure which we have today, is it only 5 years of the BJP alliance-led government which is responsible for this poor infrastructure? No. It is the earlier governments also. What did the SP do? What did the BSP do? What did the Congress do? Today, I will tell you what we have done. We have come up with 60 medical colleges across the state. Second All India Institute of Medical Science, if you're talking about health, in Gorakhpur. So we have given second AIIMS to the state. We are giving a 5 lakh rupee health insurance to crores of people in Uttar Pradesh. This is concerning health. So we have tried to give attention to health in the past 5 years. Employment generation, yes, we did face corona pandemic. The economy got derailed. There were people who lost their jobs, and then there were people in UP also who lost their jobs. There were migrant workers who came back to the state. They did not have a job in hand. UP government tried to at least feed their stomach, provide them free ration, also tried to do some skill training to them so they could be absorbed. MSMEs have grown, so there are multiple kind of efforts which have been made.
That one thing
and the infrastructure which you just mentioned few minutes back.
Yes.
This infrastructure is in some way paving a way for bigger investment coming to UP, which will eventually lead to job creation. So that is the kind of roadmap we are creating, because if you have better electricity, better road, better rail, better airport, law and order, improve law and order, definitely we will have more investment and we will have employment generation. So that is the roadmap we have created, and today your voter wants to see whether you have a blueprint, you have a vision for the state, you have a roadmap for development or not. I think we have been able to make a beginning.
Sanket, you had a question.
No. I just wanted to ask Anupriya ji, what according to you do you see working for you? Is it the free ration scheme? The development that you're talking about, or, and I repeat, the caste equations that you feel that are still in your favor, or a mix of everything? If you can pinpoint, maybe in a pecking order.
I see a host of factors.
What will work for you?
I see a host of factors. Working to our advantage. Let's talk about the change, the paradigm shift in the work culture which we have been able to bring about in Uttar Pradesh. This is not a government which only believes in a series of foundation stone laying ceremonies at the time of election. We have changed the work culture. We just don't lay the foundation stone, but we also inaugurate our projects.
But Anupriya ji, there are more than 1 lakh vacancies in UP police. and unemployment is a major issue on the ground. The youth is
If you-
really disillusioned.
if you are asking
they
me
feel
about
that
the
government job
factors-
positions are not being filled.
If you're asking me about the factors which have worked to our advantage, then you have to allow me the opportunity to at least state what I feel has played an important role
Sure, ma'am.
in ensuring that today's exit polls show what they are showing. So this is one reason, this
Right.
change that we have brought about in the way the governments perform today.
All right.
Definitely the pro-poor welfare schemes, which have benefited people across the state without any discrimination, whether it is SC, it is ST, it is OBC, or it is anybody, any poor person from the general community. So the benefits have reached people, which have created a change in the quality of life.
All right,
There are
Anupriya.
families which have benefited from a large number of schemes for the first time in their life after independence. Not just one scheme, but several schemes have benefited one individual family. These factors go a long way
All right,
in,
Anupriya Patel. We
in
have to
creating
we
the
have
situation and the
leave it
favorable
there.
outcome that we see today.
Oh, we have to leave it there, but of course the numbers tonight are very good news for you and for the BJP, your ally there in Uttar Pradesh. All the best for the 10th. Let's see how the numbers hold up on that day. Is it going to be 211 or 326? Because that is the range in which the BJP's victory is being projected.
range.
Yeah, absolutely.
Whether
Sanket,
it is
stay with
200 or
us.
11 or 326, we will make a grand comeback to Uttar Pradesh. That is all I can
Yeah,
say with
a
full
win is a win.
confidence.
A
Yeah.
win is
No,
a
no,
win.
thank you
Fair
so
enough.
much for
Thank
joining
you.
us. Thanks
Thank
very
you,
much
Anupriya
indeed.
Patel.
Yes, certainly.
Good to talk to you. We're
Thank
going to
you
take
very
a break, but before that,